Hello everybody and welcome back to WanderStop, this wonderful little game about brewing tea and learning how to essentially relax when you're overworked. So yeah, if you are a bit overstressed and overworked, then sit back, relax and enjoy this following gameplay as we are going to brew some tea and see what today's episode has in store for us. Now, we did get the other earthly being that wanted some kind of tea. It wanted valuable tea. We don't really have anything of particular value, so let's just try and feed them this tea that we already had brewed from the triangle tea and see what it says about that. And then we'll take it from there. Might be wrong, might be right. We'll see. Here you go. We will now consume the tea. Yes. Interesting. Interesting. The taste of this tea here, how fascinating. We can sense that here there is a fruit within the tea. Fruit. Is this the most valuable and delightful sensation of consuming fruit? We feel its effects is pushing at our mind, etching feelings, sensations. We feel that the fruits are most useful to those who come here, customers. And you prepare this for your customers. This is the work that you do. Yes, and you have made us tea as you would make for them. For this we are most grateful. Tea truly is a substance of magic. Magic! It invokes in our minds a triangle vision, shaped within shapes. Within shapes! This pattern is most satisfying. It is the shape of the universe. Please, we must know, is tea superior to coffee? Better than coffee? Yes, it's better than coffee. But coffee is similar to tea, yes, it is brewed with water. Drinks. Yeah, I suppose that's true. The men of business have spoken to us many times about coffee. Many times. They seek it. They crave it. They cannot find it. How tragic. But our shop of tea, it is perhaps the perfect opportunity to make coffee. Please tell us what would be necessary to produce coffee. I guess coffee beans. Coffee beans? Yes, of course, it is obvious. We see it now. Coffee beans. What magic is needed for this? How shall it be produced? We are channeling the infinite path for the answers. Ah, indeed. We can see it now, the essence of coffee beans, clear in our mind. We are summoning it into the forest, right here. We're imbuing this clearing with the essence of coffee beans. Deepest essence. Here it is. Aha! So it has come to pass, a coffee bean success. Yes, your clearing will now surely grow wild with coffee beans. May their blessing your shop for trillion spectral cycles. Trillions! So then, how do I actually use them to make coffee? Oh, sorry, I was Alta speaking. So how do I actually use them to make coffee? We received information on this matter from the Infinite Path. Receiving. We are considering how best to teach it to you. Here, you just write it down in my field guide. Ah, well-engineered solution. We find this acceptable. Field guide. There is an explanation on the product of coffee. We wish you a successful effort into making coffee. Blessings. May our precious men of business at last be satisfied. Men. I'll do my best. Okay. So how do I make coffee? Coffee plants will grow around the clearing. Simply approach one of the coffee beans out of the center. Only one bean will spawn per plant. Coffee beans come right out of the ground, so they are quite dirty. Be sure to run each bean through the dishwasher before making coffee with it. After the bean is washed, toss it into the tea infuser, just like you would with any other ingredients. The brew will turn into coffee. Okay, that sounds pretty easy. Now I just need to actually find the coffee bean that they spawned in. Where, oh where would it be? Since we're here anyway, might as well fill our basket while we're running around anyway. It's like, oh, we'll spawn it in here. It's like, yeah, everything kind of looks the same, but I'm sorry to tell you. But I'll go on a little bit of an excursion and see if we can't find it. I'm sure it will show up somewhere. Yeah, there's lots of these wheat growing as well. I need to... There we go, that's one. Perfect. So we have a coffee bean that is currently dirty. Let's fill our basket. Perfect. Alright, let's get in and put the coffee bean through the dishwasher so that it gets clean. And also... Oh, there's more here. Okay. May as well get all of them. There are 3 business people, so I might as well use all of them. Alright, where is it? Under there it is. It's under that thing, so we will put it in the dishwasher. That's not really how you do it normally, but it is a magical tea shop, so I guess that's how we do it here. Alright, let's go with this thing here. Alright, let's hear what Boro has to say. Hello, Miss Alta. Boro has thought of a task that you might enjoy. Task involves something dear to my heart. The Pluffins, our wonderful little bird friends, you've seen them roaming around, yes? Did you know that they can be fed, that you can be feeding them tea? They're quite loving of the stuff. In fact, they will even change color to whatever color of the tea you serve them, like magic. Please note that it is not actual magic, it is simply just being normal Pluffin biology. So perhaps you would like to feed tea to the Pluffin friends here. If you are giving several of them some tea, it would make our animal friends delightfully colorful. Will they die if I don't feed them? Goodness no, Pluffins are being just about the most indestructible creature in the universe. There's barely a soul alive who would actually witness a Pluffin die. It is stuff of myth and mystery. No, feeding them is merely for our enjoyment and theirs. They seem to enjoy the taste. What do you say? Does it sound like a task you care to take on? Sure, I'll feed them. I'll give to be giving Pluffin tea, all you must do is place the teacup on the ground next to the Pluffin. The smell alone will surely be enough to draw it in for the drink. Once you have served tea to 5 of them, won't you please come speak with me? Okay, that's fine. We can do that. So how much we got left here? We probably got 1, maybe 2 batches. Oh, I guess he wants more to say. Miss Alta, Boro has noticed that there's coffee growing right here in our clearing. Yes, Zenith spawned it, served the businessman. My goodness, what an implorable delight! I didn't even know it was being possible. Although I will say coffee has never exactly been Boro's cup of tea, if you catch my drift. I've always enjoyed coffee. It's kind of a ritual for me to have the coffee at the start of a long day of training. Yes, this feels very much like the Alta that I am knowing. Oh dear. Now that we serve coffee, will WanderStop have to rebrand? No, no, I can't be doing it. We will simply be a tea shop that sometimes has coffee. Don't worry about it. I'll handle the coffee. Ah, now that's what I'm liking to hear. As always, Borrow is going to put off learning any new and useful skills for as long as possible. Yeah, okay. Let's get... We need some more cups. There. I think we can... Yeah, that's all the coffee beans. We'll deal with those in a second. Let's just go with this and see how many of pluffins we can actually feed with this. Maybe 2 cups? Maybe. Let's see. Obviously can't. Alright, where are the pluffins at? Where are they? Where's the pluffins? There we go, that's one. I don't want to put it down, I'll just drop it here. There we go. Alright, that was one. And let's get another one. That'll be the last we can do of this batch, and then we'll start making the coffee, and then we'll get the last 3 at some point. Yeah, I don't know if that's enough, but we'll have to see. It might be enough. Yep, seems like that was enough for that. Okay, great. So those 2 have been fed. We'll make some other tea for the other 3, I think. Now we need to plop this in here and plop this in here, and we then need to go and grab a coffee bean. So that, I think we just need water and that's it, right? We just need to water and bring it to boil and then just dump the coffee bean in and then that's it. I assume it will make like a whole batch of coffee, so just like with the tea. Alright, I'm making coffee, and we're putting it in a teacup because we're savages. Alright, now where is Jerry or Larry or whatever his name is? And what's tea? There he is. Not Terry, it's Jerry or Larry. Jerry. You have brought tea, coffee. This is coffee. I am glad to have coffee at this time. The coffee is better enabling me to deliver my presentation to the board. The presentation will be the first I have ever delivered. It is important that I made a positive impression. May I present it to you to practice? Sure, go ahead. Good, I will now present it. My presentation is entitled Conflict Resolution in the Workplace. Ahem. All of us have experienced conflict. Some have done so dozens of or even tens of thousands of times. Yet a fundamental question must be asked. What is conflict in the workplace and what does it come from? This is the question I will answer in my presentation. May I inquire how is my presentation thus far? You should lighten the mood with some jokes. Understood, I will do so. What is conflict in the workplace and where does it come from? There are three primary sources of conflict in the workplace: litter, resentment, and corn products. Of these three, litter is the only one over which we have any rule of control. Therefore, remember to litter on your coworker's desk only when absolutely necessary. When conflict arises, all employees are encouraged to document it in their conflict journal. Remember to record names, dates, and specific swear words used in the conflict. Remember to embellish details of the conflict only in places where it makes the conflict more entertaining. At this time, I will pause for a joke. Why didn't the submarine need to rest? Because it was not tired. The nature of this joke is that certain vehicles have tires, however, a submarine is not one. Tired is this, in this sense, can refer to both the submarine's energy level or the number of tires it has. In fact, a submarine is a submersible watercraft which uses ballast tanks and jet propulsion to enable movement. Therefore, tires on a submarine would be irrelevant. This concludes the joke. I will now resume with the presentation. After filling an entry in the conflict journal, remember to inform your conflict manager that you have done so. However, do not discuss the specific of the conflict with your conflict manager. If the conflict manager asks for specific of the conflict, you may reply only in vague grunts or shrugs. The conflict manager may begin crying and begging you to share details of the conflict, groveling on hands and knees. The conflict manager may promise to open up about their own deepest secrets if only you share the conflict details. The conflict manager may offer you $20. In all of these cases, you are permitted only to roll your eyes and say, "It's just, I don't know, I don't wanna." Alternately, you may fake a disease in order to leave the room. Do not look at the conflict manager in the eye. You may accept the $20, but do not discuss details of the conflict. At no time are you permitted to learn your conflict manager's real name. I will now pause for a joke. How many kinds of fish are there? 11. Excuse me, my mistake. This was a statement of fact about fish and not a joke. I will correct this mistake when I deliver my presentation to the board. This now concludes the presentation. Thank you for allowing me to practice. I feel more prepared than before. As a show of thanks, I would like to offer you this picture of my own conflict manager. Sure. I hope your conflict manager is as beloved as my own. That was interesting. Right. Here. Do we get anything out of drinking coffee? I mean, coffee isn't something that you, like, pause and reflect on the same way as you would with tea, so we'll try it.
Coffee means early mornings, long days, rigorous training. It flips a switch in me. Starts a motor running that can go for a long, long time. It doesn't make me better at my training. It just puts me into a headspace. And yet, here I am. I'm drinking coffee. And I just don't feel anything. I can't summon that fire. Is that good? Is it bad? I don't know. I just want things to stop changing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's go wash up these 2 cups, and then there is another wonderful man in suit that would like to engage with a conversation with us, I see. I'm sure he wants coffee as well. Hello, I have seen it. You serve coffee to Jerry. I require coffee in order to deliver my presentation. Therefore, I would like coffee. Okay. What kind of coffee do you want? Regular coffee. Nothing else? You don't want like a flavor or something? I do not require flavor. I only require coffee. No, I'm not gonna sit here and make you guys the exact same thing over and over again. I'll get out of my mind with boredom. And you just give me more interesting coffee offers. That's the new rule. You're not allowed to order regular coffee. So what's it gonna be? I typically just want regular coffee. Well, then I guess you're gonna typically just have to... Well then, I guess you're gonna typically just have it somewhere else. Wow, that was a rough sentence. Sorry about that. So, are you gonna give me a order or not? Come on, say something. And it cannot be regular coffee. No! Sometimes at the office I forget to drink my coffee and it will become cold. There are times where I enjoy the coffee in this condition. Cold. That is my order. Cold coffee. Well, okay, sure, I guess. That's different than what I usually do. I'll just make coffee like normal, but without adding the heat. Very good. Okay. Well, let's empty this out then, and... That's gotta taste absolutely terrible. So there's a difference between iced coffee and, like, actually, like cold coffee. I have no idea what that was. Yes, hello, buddy. Let's grab another bean. And we will go up and pour water. We won't heat it this time. What do you say? You have presented coffee to the men of business. Was it successful? Coffee! Yeah, he seemed to like it, I guess. Hard to really know. An unqualified, resounding success. Victory! We are very grateful for your help in creating coffee. You have our thanks. Please, we do not know what you are called. What is your name? Alta? Alta the human. It is our joy to experience your being, your existence, your presence. You must tell us your journey. Please describe yourself. We wish to very much your story. I'm a fighter, best in the world. Ah, combat. We have experienced combat ourselves. Long time. How do you prefer to do battle? What is your method of what your weapons? Mostly sword combat. That's my specialty. But my sword isn't exactly... I don't know how to carry it anymore. It's kind of a complicated story. Ah, this delights us. We enjoy very much when things are complicated. Delightful. The complexity, the chaos, it is inviting energy. Yes. Can you please tell us more of what is complicated? I don't know where to start. I don't really like talking about these things. Human Alta, we have an idea, a proposition. We wish for you to exit this clearing and return to the forest. We will journey there with you together. Why? In the forest, it is easier for us to perceive existence, deeper nature. We shall witness your essence in the shade of the forest, your nature. The complications that you speak of the forest will allow us to see them, to touch them. It will be fun, delightful. Sure. Should I follow you there? No need, you must simply just walk through the exit. We will join you. We will be both there and here, both places. We are in many places, even now, all places. When you are ready, we will be there in the forest. Okay, I guess I'll see you there. Right. Terry. Hello. I have observed that there is coffee available. I will accept a coffee at this time. Fine, but we're not making regular coffee. You have to give me more interesting coffee orders. I don't typically care for styles of coffee other than regular. Well then, today you're gonna learn something new about yourself. How exciting is that? This is the only way for you will make coffee? Yes. Oh, in that case, I will take coffee with fruit. What kind of fruit? I will take whichever fruit has the least amount of flavor possible. Fine, I'll bring you the most flavorless fruit coffee I can make. Very good. So I think I have one that actually doesn't taste of anything, if I remember correctly. The savory treat, rich chocolate, fruit of regret. Eating it makes the person more likely to confess. Taste of apricots. Taste of your favorite fruit of ice cream, snow cone, physical pain, taste of citrus and milk. This one, bite berry, is completely tasteless. Yeah, so I have to get a bite berry. Yeah, that's yellow and 3 blues. Currently don't have that, but I can make that pretty easily. Let's just make it here. So we'll put a yellow and 3 blues. It'll be there. And there. And wait, can I not? Oh shoot! I didn't see that you couldn't. Oh, that's gonna suck. Okay, well, whatever. We'll do it over here then instead. So do that. There. There. And there. And then we just water it. Go, that is the bite berry done. We will get to that in a second. We need to bring the cold coffee to our lovely individual here that requested that. Okay, need to find him. Yeah, I'll be with you in a second, Mr. All-Knowing Being Everywhere at Once thing. There. I think that's him. Yay. Maybe. No, you're different. You're a new one. Hello. Another one? How many businessmen are there? How many? I do not understand. I am one person. I am Harry. No, there's like 4 of you now. No, there are not 4 of me. There is only one of me. I am Harry. Since I see you have coffee, I would like to request coffee at this time. Just so you know, we're not making regular coffee. You have to order something more interesting than that. Oh, I see. It is one of those coffee shops. A coffee shop of complex drink recipes and unknowable ingredients. A coffee shop of high fashion and distinction. Right, that's what it is. I do not like such places. I have gone to great lengths to avoid them. Yet I have arrived at one of them at this very moment. I am full of distress. Even so, I am intrigued, I am curious, I wish to know more. I am frightened by the conflict within me. There is a duality in my mind. I do not like it, but I am compelled. Just give me the drink order. Very well. I have heard of a drink called a mintalo. I do not understand the name. It is made with coffee. This is the part I understand. However, there is more. There is mint. Mint must also be added. I do not understand why. Oh, I see. The name is Mintalo. That is why there is mint in it. I understand now. But I am told there is another ingredient. Ice cream. It must taste like ice cream. The word ice cream is not in mint tallow. This is confusing. I do not understand. The amount of flavors and words in one drink is overwhelming. I cannot comprehend. I ought not to drink it, yet I must know. I need it. I fear it. Alright, coffee with mint and ice cream flavor coming right up. I am still scared. Help. Okay. We can definitely make that. That is not a problem. We need to bring the... You're the one that wanted the fruit tea. Is it you over there, I guess, man? One that wanted... It's difficult to tell them apart, but they do... Like, I think this is the one, yeah. There you go, that's your cold coffee. Here's your coffee. This is cold coffee. I am glad to have cold coffee at this time. This is exactly the taste of coffee that have been sitting on my desk all day. This is a good taste. I care very much for this taste. As a result of this positive association with coffee, I am more confident in my presentation abilities. At this time, I would like to show you the presentation that I have prepared for the board. Would you like further highlighting my confidence and my abilities? Sure. Go for it. Good. I will now deliver my presentation. There will be a segment at the end for notes and feedback. Ahem. Good day to all of you. I am here in the boardroom. I am Larry. This is my presentation. My presentation is titled Third Quarter Growth Relief to Other Quarter with Less Growth. I have some feedback on the title. Yes. It's too long. It's not long enough. Make it rhyme. Oh boy, all of these are really good up. Well, the first one isn't, but make it rhyme. Yes, please, make it rhyme. Placed in order. First comes third quarter. Other quarter gains are shorter. Nice. That's pretty good. But order doesn't quite seem to rhyme with quarter. Still, it's close. Now then, let us begin by discussing company profits. Company profits in the third quarter look like this. For this purpose of clarity, I have removed portions of the timeline where profit declined. Next, let us compare it with different quarter profits. For the purpose of clarity, I have drawn this graph in a straight line from left to right. Now let us put the two graphs on top of each other. The results are self-evident. This concludes the presentation. Thank you. We will now begin the notes and feedback portion of the presentation. Please begin. Can I see the second graph again? Yes, this one. Make it even greener. Interesting. I will try that. Ah, yes, that is quite correct. This has much more impact. This concludes the notes and feedback portion of the presentation. Thank you. As anticipated, my confidence in myself as a presenter has risen considerably. I am carrying this poster which reflects the above average nature of my self-confidence. You may keep it if you wish. I'll take it. I hope that your confidence is similarly elevated as reflected by this poster. Thank you. Right. We have a dirty cup here. Oops, sorry. Hold on. Let's go with that one. And then we have a photo. Let's just plop that in here. There we go. Makes no sense, but sure. There. Yep. Makes no sense, but that'll be there. Barely see anything anyway. But it's also a very boring one. Yeah. We want to put it somewhere where it's kind of out of sight, out of mind thing. Yeah. Put it right there. Nobody. That's an excellent place for it. I think that's great. Right. Let's empty out this cold coffee and let's get brewing on the next coffee. I see no point in drinking cold coffee. It's gonna be the same, I would imagine, same voice line. So we have two requests for coffee. We have the coffee for a fruit in it. Coffee contains a fruit with little flavor as possible. That's the one I just made. So we could do that one. The other one is where it contains mint and ice cream. That is... which ones are that? The mint one is the chip fruit. Well, we need to go make that. And the other one that tastes of ice cream is the paintbrush lotus, which we already have as well. So we can go and grab that. So yeah, I need to make a chip fruit at some point and then go with that. But for now, we need to go and just plop in the coffee here. And then we will brew some more with the current fruit one. And just to make sure, the one we have on us is the one that's completely tasteless, right? Bite berry. That was the bite berry, completely tasteless, yes. Okay, good. Just making sure. Well, I'm wondering if we need to add this in the end, just like T-ball. Probably need to add it in the end, so let's toss this in first. And then let's toss the coffee in. Let's grab the cup. Yeah, a little stingy with that one. We can give it a little bit more. There we go. All right. And that was... where are you guys at? Is that you over there that wanted it? The one with the fruit? I think that was you that wanted the one with the fruit, isn't it? Here you go. I do not believe this is Mintalo. My understanding is that one must... Yeah, okay, I was the wrong guy. They all look the same. Oh, I need another coffee bean while I'm here. There we go. So let's go. Yeah, we'll get to you in a second, Boro. Alright, got another cup and find the other guy. There we go. Alright, let's try again. To find the correct person then. So is it you? Let me see if this is the guy. He doesn't have the round glasses on. Yeah, this is you then. Okay. Here you go. Coffee. I see this as coffee, but it contains a fruit, and yet I cannot taste the fruit. There is no flavor. Yes, that is most agreeable sort of flavor of all. It is perhaps my favorite flavor. I have never needed to have a favorite flavor before, but this is a new experience. I am thrilled. I am brimming with enthusiasm. This enthusiasm will translate directly into my ability to deliver a efficient presentation. My presentation will address complaints about the excessive numbers of presentations. I can see that the subject matter of my presentation interests you. You are correct. I am interested. Yes, it is obvious I could tell you are interested because of how interested you are. Due to your high level of interest, I will show you the presentation. You will enjoy it. Please hold your comment during the presentation. Ahem. Hello, I am Terry from the Service of Integration Department. I am here today to speak to you about the number of presentations that have been taking place across the company. Specific complaints have been filed regarding the excessive number of presentations. Why are there so many unnecessary presentations taking place? This is what we have to set out to answer. As best we can tell, a man who looks like this has been delivering excessive presentations. His motivations are unclear, his methods are precise, his resource is unlimited. He has been known to deliver presentation advocating for a radical increase in the number of presentations. This is information. This is misinformation. It is entirely possible that the man does not work at this company at all. Reports are inconclusive. Through collective action, we can curb this misbehavior of this man or anyone working with them. The process for reporting problematic individuals is covered in your company onboard workbook. This concludes my presentation. I hope I have demonstrated the severe nature of the problem at hand. It makes me want to deliver a presentation. I've seen this guy before. You have? This is serious news. When did you see him? He delivered a presentation to me just a moment ago. Fascinating. I will record this information and use it as part of an additional presentation. This presentation will be the result of extensive work. It is of drastic social importance. I have on me a spare picture of the man portrayed in the presentation. You may keep it if you wish to raise awareness of him and his actions. I'll take it. Good. Please ensure that it is displayed in a prominent location. All right. That's that done. I'll come to you guys in a second. I want to grow the last ones here. Let's see. Could we possibly take advantage of this one somehow? Like if I put you there, then put you there, and put you there. Then if I water you, you turn into a chip. I don't know what that do. Oh, you turn into that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Let's get a chip fruit. And let's go and get a... Which one was it? The one that tastes of ice cream? One that tastes of ice cream was the... Show you unrolled ice cream. It's the painted gourd one. Yes. The painted gourd. This would be this one. Right. That's that done. Now we need to make a coffee with those two. Let's pour this out. Excellent. All right, let's get the coffee bean. Great. Yeah, I'll get to you in a second, Boro. I'm gonna finish all of these guys first. Oh, you're broken. Go back to the cat. Thank you. There, and then we will glue the chip fruit in, the painted gourd in, and get the coffee bean in. There we go. That is an interesting color array. Let's get a cup. Alright, where are you at, buddy? There you are. Where'd he go? He's up there. Right, here is your Mentallo. This must be the Mentallo. There is an unusual taste of coffee, yes, familiar and comfortable, but an additional flavor attends it, the taste of mint, a whole separate sensation, and then after that a taste of ice cream. The sweetness contrasts against the bitterness of the coffee. Together these ingredients produce layered effect. My palate is unused to its complexity. To reconcile their contradictory tastes, it is a challenge to me. I am bound by this trial of the senses. The only matter of success is to broaden my horizon. How can I do so? No, it is too much. I do not wish to grow. I do not wish to change. I wish only for the comfortable warmth of a familiar division, like giving a presentation. Yes, I must give a presentation now to ground myself, to return to a sense of security. Sure, go ahead. Let us begin with the presentation. Hello, I am Harry. This is my presentation for the board. My presentation today concedes the exact replica of our company building located next door. The replica is a 1-to-1 in every single way. It is a perfect copy of the company building. However, we do not know why the replica exists. Nobody requested that it be built. The replica simply came into existence 3 months ago as of today. It is completely unused. Therefore, we must now discuss what ought to be done with the replica. Several proposals have been made. The first is to burn it to the ground. However, the problem logically presents itself. Will burning the replica cause the main building to burn as well? It is impossible to know the answer to the question, therefore we should proceed with caution. A second proposal, whether a meeting is held in the main building, we hold the exact same meeting in the replica as well. This proposal would take full advantage of the existence of the replica, which is good. A third proposal is to airlift the replica to another location. There is a known location 2 blocks away on the 14th Avenue where the replica would fit nicely. A fourth proposal, perhaps employees working in the replica building can be poached to work for us instead. It is good to consider new venues for recruitment. And finally, it goes without saying that we will have freely use the replica's parking lot. The last benefit is expected to continue regardless of which course of action we take. This is the summary of the proposals that we have put forth thus far. I will now open the floor to questions and suggestions. Suggestion: build another replica. You mean a third version of the company building? Exactly. And what purpose would that additional replica serve? It would give you an option to build a fourth. Just in case the desire for a fourth version of the building ever comes up down the line. Interesting. This is a good suggestion. I will remember it for the future. This concludes the presentation. Already I feel a sense of grounded comfort returning into my chest. My anxiety has withdrawn. I am at peace. The Mentalo will trouble me no longer. I am free. Sure. Do you want another? A stirring from within me is curious to try again, to perhaps grow as a person. No, I will not. I cannot do this. I will ever again only consume regular coffee. Yes, this is my steadfast decision. Never again. Let me now leave you with this photograph clearly clarifying which building is the correct office building. I wish for you to keep the photo so that you can be sure to never mistake the two. I'll take it. Please remember, vigilant replica buildings can be found anywhere. Okay. Thank you. Wow, I need to do a bit of trimming here. Holy heck. Hey, found another cup. And another replica. A pot. Just making sure I haven't missed anything interesting. Because you usually do get decent stuff out of trimming these weeds. But, yeah, it looks like there's nothing. It's an interesting trinket there, I think. Yeah. It's an ant farm. By the looks of it. I'll take it and bring it with me in a second. Just I'm gonna keep trimming off here. There we go. Alright. Store that. Grab that. Store that. Grab that. Take the robot. Store that. Take the cup. Store that. Take the trinket. Store that. Yeah, I think that's about it. And then there was this cup up here. Take that. And we have so many dirty cups we need to deal with now. And another dirty cup. Alright, great. And let's go wash all of these up, place the trinkets, and yeah, I am all out of time for this one, but next time we'll see what Goro has to say and probably explore a bit more on the extraterrestrial intergalactic traveler thingamajig. So, as I place these cups here, let me just finish this. Almost done. Come on. There we go. Alright. So, with that, I have been Wazka, and you have been awesome for listening to me for this long. And I shall see you in the next episode. Bye for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a like and a comment down below. And if you enjoyed this content, then be sure to subscribe for more just like it. Until next time, I've been Wazka, and you've been awesome, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.